Hey, students and parents, this is the end of the week update, video update, quick look at all the things that you're supposed to have done or accomplished this week. So hopefully you will find these videos that will continue every week to be useful in recapping how to juggle all the things that you're supposed to do during live sessions, async. We got a lot of acronyms going around. So with that being said, let's direct you to my desktop. So here we go. So what should you have finished this week? In your notes, you should have 1.1 lesson notes and the 1.2 lesson notes because we got through both sections by the end of this week. We're going to target about 2 sections a week, which will give us a good pacing as we progress through this first set of chapters during this virtual environment. So you should have both notes. If you do not have the notes, don't forget that in Schoology, hey, let me navigate to the main website here for Schoology. There is that big, massive purple button, I call it. That is OneNote. So when you click on it, you should be able to open it up in any browser. Okay? It's also available on your phone if you have a browser. And all the lesson notes are here. So as you're looking at this, look at the organization. It goes by sections. And then I have subsections with your hour listed. Don't be afraid to look at this and check it out and look at all the major notes to ensure that you got them. So even if you miss some of it in class, you're absent, whatever, a myriad of reasons, you can review it. Okay? And you're also more than welcome to look at how the lesson is being taught in other classes. Okay? Even though you're in first hour, you may find that in third hour, I adjust and maybe have a little bit of information that is presented in a different way based on what I know of the class. So feel free to browse around in here. The next thing I want to mention is your homework. You should have 3 things accomplished this week. Okay, Chapter 1 Fair Game Review in Schoology. That was a submitted assessment, it was called. It's called an assessment, but it's actually an assignment that I put in to look at your base skills. Everyone's been performing very well on it as we start this chapter. And of course, homework number 1, homework number 2, and Big Ideas Math Online. At this point, hopefully you have ironed out all kinks in getting in to that system, being that it is a virtual, another online system, another login, another password. Okay, so those are the 3 things you should accomplish this week. As we talked about in class, I do want to make sure that you know, again, that all of our homework information is in OneNote once again. Okay, don't forget to keep your homework, all that scratch work, all that work in process you write down and keep in your binder. I will be collecting it. Okay, so we discussed that in class, but for those that aren't, that forgot or aren't aware, mainly the parents who may not have heard this 100% yet, we will have a homework check assignment every Monday where you upload and scan in some of the work that you have done so I can get an idea of how you're performing, and we can use that time on Mondays to ensure that you have an opportunity to ask questions, get clarifications on previous homework. Okay? I'm actually going to switch over to here so it's a little bit clearer and I can zoom out. Okay, so that will be on Mondays. Grading rubric is already available. We discussed that in class, so if you need clarifications, refer back to OneNote, the homework info and keys. Okay, so the other points I want to make, and sorry for the massive amount of switches here, but the other points I want to make are a couple general announcements. Okay, please. I can't stress this enough. Organization is key. Okay, use your planner if you need to. Make it a point to form those habits of looking in Schoology every day in the respective day folder. Every teacher has it, like Tuesday folder, Wednesday folder, and find out what you're doing live and async. It is definitely a complicated system to navigate, but as you get used to this, it will become those habits that you will do continuously. Grades, okay, as grades start getting inputted, realize that PowerSchool should be your go-to just like you've done in the past. It's going to be your true grade. You can ignore the one in Schoology because I will be primarily working in PowerSchool, but in the Schoology one, I will adjust and put work in there so it syncs to PowerSchool. But PowerSchool is going to be your go-to for your true grade and final grade. All right, so please be mindful of that. And if there's a difference in both, PowerSchool will always be the one that's correct. And of course, if there's a mistake, reach out to me as needed. Okay? So that's all the major announcements for this week. All right, big birthday shout outs for these 3 students. All right, Miss Adler, Miss Wilkin, and Mr. Waters. You guys had birthdays this week. Congrats. I know it's different not celebrating it in school or at least having the social environment, but hopefully you had a great and enjoyable birthday week. Okay? So with that being said, thank you for watching this video. If you ever have questions or clarifications, you know how to reach me. Email, remind messaging. Don't forget about Schoology has messaging too, so you can always reach out to me in those avenues. With that being said, have a good weekend. I look forward to seeing all of you this coming Monday. Thank you.